Here's halfback Bob Mitchell. Bobby Mitchell, the fastest man in football. Second half kickoff. Dick Bielski makes it, and Mitchell will catch it. He'll do a tightrope dash along the sidelines and go all the way on a play that covers 90 yards. Mitchell is dangerous from any spot on the field. He takes this pass from Plum, and it's a 76-yard touchdown play. Gary Glick makes an all-out effort to tackle Bobby, but it's hard to catch this fellow once he's in the open. 13-0 on a field goal, and kicks off for Cleveland in the second quarter. Bobby Mitchell turns on the speed, eludes the final defender at midfield, and sets sail for the goal. He scores on a sparkling 92-yard kickoff return, and the Redskins intend to make the Browns work harder than ever in this one. But the Browns... Will Mitchell be tossed for a loss here? No, it's the halfback pass, a perfect throw to a sure-handed target. Ray Renfro makes the catch of the soft pass for the touchdown.
Bobby Mitchell should be a household name. He broke the barrier. My name is Alvin Patrick, and I produced the 60-minute sports piece on Bobby Mitchell. JB and I like to tell stories about unsung heroes, and Bobby Mitchell personifies the unsung hero. He's the guy that people who are in the know about, but the general public seems to forget about.
You can't put up nobody against him and tell me that this guy is better than our Bobby Mitchell. You know, Mitch is rough. He'll make you stay in your shoes. I'll come out of your shoes because he's got the moves and the acceleration and the speed and the attitude. So, hey.
The way Jim Brown speaks about Bobby Mitchell speaks volumes. We all know Jim Brown to be arguably the greatest football player ever in the National Football League. So to get him to speak so reverentially about Bobby Mitchell tells you what kind of talent he was on the field, and even more so the kind of man he was off the field.
Bobby was an individual.
That's a pretty strong statement.
Well, I'll tell you, with that kind of ability, if he were white, man, you know, everybody on this earth would know him. I know who he was.
Bobby Mitchell should be a household name. He broke the barrier.
The number 5 most elusive runner of all time, Bobby Mitchell.
Number 5.
Bobby was sort of like filet mignon to Jim Brown's sirloin. Bobby was just served up in smaller portions, but they were always very tasty.
Our number 5 most elusive runner began his career as Jim Brown's backfield mate. Mitchell's mind-bending open field running was the perfect complement to Brown's power. Together, they were a mouth-watering combination.
Mitchell shows some of his hurdling ability gained as a college trackman.
Bobby Mitchell, he was a Big Ten sprint champion, hurdles champion. He had very sort of loose ankles, almost floppy. He could change directions like a fish. Just everything was quick, not necessarily graceful.
He was here, he was there, and he was there and there before you could blink. I've never seen anything like that. I mean, it was inhuman.
There's an old thing about give him a leg and take it away. There would be a leg, but when the tackler went for it, it was gone.
Brown eventually traded Bobby to the Redskins.
Whoa! I'm going to the Washington Redskins, of all places?
In Washington, the Redskins moved Mitchell from halfback to wide receiver. Fortunately, his dazzling run-after-the-catch skills remained, and they were on full display in his return to Cleveland.
Speed goes back to pass. He hit Bobby Mitchell over the center, and watch the ex-Brownie turn it on for his old coach and teammate.
And I hit it right for Paul Brown.
And I'm trying to figure out, where is he going? You know, where is he going?
When I get at the sideline, I immediately made a right turn. And I don't, to this day, know how I made that turn.
I think Bobby made 16 people miss, all 11 players once and 5 more twice.
Out of the corner of my eye, I am still looking at
Paul Brown, Jim Brown, and Wooten as they're turning, walking back toward the bench because they know I'm gone.
And of course, Paul went crazy.
I would take these films home. You'd be sitting there at midnight and going back and forth. You'd be amazed at some of the things they could do when you think the linebacker would make an easy tackle, and all of a sudden he comes up with air. Linebackers hate to miss.
He was the first one that I ever saw that perfected that sort of high stepping into the end zone to finish off runs.
Mitchell retired with over 14,000 combined yards. This Hall of Famer proved that even elusive runners can play wide receiver.
The number 2 backfield tandem of all time, Jim Brown and Bobby Mitchell.
Welcome to another Cleveland Browns football show.
Jim Brown and Bobby Mitchell, I mean, it's almost a dream come true for any coach.
Nothing could stop Cleveland's dynamic duo.
And another fancy run by Speedy Bobby.
Our number 2 tandem turned out over 5 yards per carry during their 4 years together.
You had Bobby Mitchell with his pure speed, and you had Jim Brown, who I would have loved to seen that tandem stay together for a lot longer.
It's Mitchell again. Will anyone catch him? He's a very elusive ball carrier, and it's another touchdown on a 30-yard run. No. Watch Bobby Mitchell on the upper left side of your screen. It's a pass to the fleet halfback. He breaks out of the arms of Holland Sparry and Sam Huff and goes in for a touchdown. But midway through the second quarter, Bobby Mitchell finds room around right end, reverses his field, and dances 56 yards to the 3rd Browns touchdown and a 21-3 halftime lead.